Hello Bloomington, I'm Mayor Tim Busse, and this is the Council Minute for the week of June 15th. There was no City Council meeting this week, but there is still plenty going on around town. As many of you know, the city has reopened Bush Lake Beach. While most of the feedback we received from residents asking the city to reconsider the closure of the beach, some did ask why we reversed course in this decision. From the beginning of the pandemic, the City Council and staff have relied on the guidance from the Centers for Disease Control and the Minnesota Department of Health. We're also fortunate in Bloomington to have our own local public health division, and they have been able to provide invaluable, educated, and highly informed recommendations for all of our decisions. When the governor made the decision to loosen restrictions, the city looked at the operations we had suspended to reevaluate if it was appropriate based on health and safety guidelines and based on financial and operational issues to reopen them for the public. That information has helped guide our decisions to reopen the Bloomington Ice Garden and now Bush Lake Beach. I am very glad we could get the beach open, and I'm also very glad to see so many people out enjoying it. We knew that would be the case, especially in this hot summer weather. By the way, I love it when it's hot. I know some people complain about the heat or the humidity. I love hot weather. Opening the beach is low cost and can be done safely if beachgoers keep safety in mind. As Minnesotans, we could all probably recite the beach and water safety rules we've been hearing since we were kids, but reminders never hurt. First and most importantly, there are no lifeguards on duty, so please obey the posted signs and rules. Adults never leave children unsupervised. We know that things can happen fast in the water. Anyone in the water, you should be swimming using the buddy system. Make sure someone is watching you and you're watching someone else. Don't ever swim alone. Use sunscreen, drink lots of water. Don't swim if you're tired or you're not feeling well or if you've been drinking. And keep an eye on the skies. Pay attention to the water and the weather. Remember, there will not be a lifeguard or staff at the beach to warn you of unsafe conditions. And also remember, we're still in the middle of a global pandemic. Please maintain social distance. Give yourself 6 feet of elbow room, and if you're not feeling well, stay home. As I keep saying, we're all in this together, and it's going to take all of us doing our part to get through it together. While we're on the topic of the beach, which is officially a Bloomington park, it's a good time to remind you that we're doing a park system master plan and we need your input. The City of Bloomington has 2 community listening sessions planned this week, Thursday, June 18th and Saturday, June 20th. This is your opportunity to provide input and tell us about your priorities for the city's parks, trails, facilities, and programs. Unfortunately, we still aren't able to have in-person open houses, so these community listening sessions will be virtual on WebEx, and there will also be a phone-in option as well. We know that Bloomington parks are one of the most important quality-of-life neighborhood attractions that residents value. We want to know what about the park system you value and why. Be sure to check out this website for more information. Again, Thursday, June 18th at 6:30 p.m. and Saturday, June 20th at 9 o'clock in the morning. Finally, I want to take a moment to highlight that June is Pride Month. For the past several years, the city has recognized and celebrated Pride with a mayoral proclamation, by participating as an exhibiting vendor at the Twin Cities Pride Festival, and having programming supported and hosted by the Bloomington Human Rights Commission. This week, I want to reiterate, for those members of the Bloomington community who identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, or queer, that you have a place here in Bloomington, and you are an important part of the fabric of this community. The Supreme Court decision this week upholding the rights of LGBTQ people in the workplace was indeed a powerful decision. The timing of that decision during Pride Month just makes it so much more meaningful. As I said last week, the City Council is committed to engaging all of our communities and all in our community. For those who are celebrating Pride and living with Pride, thank you for your contributions to One Bloomington. Well, that's a wrap for the Council Minute for the week of June 15th. Thanks for tuning in this week. We'll see you next time on the Council Minute. Stay safe, Bloomington.